Hi friends, Charmaine here, and today I'm super excited because we will be unboxing the Xtool M1 laser engraver and vinyl cutter. So this machine was developed with crafters in mind because it has that laser feature with the blade cutting feature, and that's what we're going to explore today. So in this video, I'll take you along with me as I unbox it, set it up, go through it for the first time, and we're gonna test out a bunch of materials as well and see all the features that it has to offer. Of course, I'd like to thank Xtool for doing this collab with me and sending this machine for us to try out today. Now I'll just finish my coffee and then you click that subscribe button and let's get started.
Let's of course begin with the unboxing. As you can see, I was actually overwhelmed. I didn't think it would be this big. I mean, the box itself. But just to prepare you, it's going to be a little bit heavy. The machine alone weighs about 9 kilograms. So let's start with the price. This is the Xtool M1. As of recording, the retail price for the Xtool M1 is at £1,149. And it's currently on sale for £919. I understand that the cost is a bit high, so always look out for those coupons and holiday deals. Now it's time to body check this machine. Let's begin with the back portion where you will find your power button, a USB port, a power cord, and also an extension. And you also have your ventilation right over here. On the front, you have a button indicator. The machine has a protective lid and it is also blue light filtering to keep your eyes safe. The machine itself is a large compartment, so all the tools and other accessories are inside the machine itself. So of course you get a detailed manual, and the basic package also includes a little packet of test materials that you can play around with. I used a bunch of these in this video, so keep on watching if you want to see how they turned out. It comes with all the cords that we will need to set it up, and it also comes with a tube of lubricant. I was pleasantly surprised that it came with 5 replacement blades. Then you have an exhaust pipe and the attachment it comes with, together with a clamp and a couple of screws. A little deeper down the compartment, you get your triangular prism lifts, and you get 2 cutting mats. The pink one is for fabric and the blue one is marked as light grip. So here's what the interior of the unit looks like. I started setting it up with the exhaust pipe attachment. So all you need to do is screw them onto the smoke exhaust at the rear of the unit. Hold the pipe clamp in this manner. Basically, you hold it by the sort of ears to loosen and tighten it. Slide in the exhaust pipe like a sleeve over the attachment. It honestly needed a little bit of a shimmy, but once it was in place, I just slid on the pipe clamp over it to hold it in place. It was actually really secure. When working with the laser, ventilation is super important, so make sure that your exhaust pipe is exhausting the fumes outdoors, through a window, through a door. Safety first. Now let's load the cutting attachment with one of the cutting blades. The basic package comes with a 45-degree angle blade, and you get 5 replacement blades with your machine. I love the magnetic feature of the cutting blade because everything just attaches seamlessly and effortlessly. You just slide in the blade and it locks magnetically. Effortless, impressive feature. Setting up the wires were more straightforward than I thought, so we start with the power cord that attaches to a power outlet. Everything was at default here. I haven't touched anything yet, but when I plugged the power cord, the machine turned on. It started to make this spaceship-like sound. I think it was the exhaust fans, and then it lit up. It felt so modern. Then I plugged in the USB cord and connected it to the laptop. I downloaded and installed the Xtool software. It's actually free. And I set it up and connected it to the computer. So I decided to start with, I presume, the most difficult thing that I could have started with, which is stainless steel. When you open the lid and place something inside of it, and then when you close it back, you get a prompt to refresh. And when you refresh it, the camera updates, sort of like a real-time view. So again, go big or go home. I wanted to start with a bang and decided to start with a photo. I know it's more complicated. I should have started with something else, but I was excited and I decided to put these photos of our fur angels on the dog tag. I did all the editing and cropping on the Xtool software. And of course, there is a learning curve. As you can see, I failed to refresh and the laser missed. So again, this is not a tutorial. This is me trying the laser machine for the first time. Maybe when I'm more familiar with it, in a couple of weeks, I'll do an updated step-by-step tutorial on how to do things. But for now, let me share with you the journey, the learnings, and the mistakes I made along the way. So I was able to correct my mistake and, well, it's still a bit skewed, but you know what? Not bad for a first try. Here are my forever reminders for this mistake. So I was like, okay, I'll try something easier. Text should be a whole lot easier, right? This time around, I made sure there was like enough margin around the text just so if it skewed a bit, it would still be on the dog tag and not on the machine bed. And yes, I was pleasantly happy with this result. I love how it turned out and look at that. A little imperfect for the photo, but this first laser engraving was absolutely exciting. The text engraving turned out perfectly, but for the photo, I think I can play around more with the settings just to get a clearer image for next time. Now we will try the 3mm basswood, I don't know how you pronounce that. We'll just call it wood for this video. So I placed it on the machine bed and did a couple of tries. I had more room for error on this one because I had a larger material to experiment with. I wanted to make a wooden charm and I soon realized that the thickness of the lines and the details mattered. So I did a redesign with this in mind. I made the text a bit bolder and then I just got rid of the fine lines altogether, and I think this turned out really well. So far, I've learned that you will really need to allocate like test cuts or test engraving for certain materials. But you know what? That's an essential part of the process. Now for the cutting blade feature, we will be trying it out by making kiss cut stickers. So you have your plastic cutting mat that has a sticky on one side, but it also has a sticky surface on the back so you can attach it onto the machine bed and it doesn't move. It was actually exciting for me to see the cutting bed on the screen in real time. As a previous user of Silhouette and Cricut to make stickers, I just felt that having this camera took out a big chunk of the guesswork in making sure that your stickers cut right. My previous uni teacher, and who's also a crafter herself, told me that the interface was very much similar to Cricut, and as a Cricut user, I agree. So I set up the stickers for cutting, took them out, printed them on the printer, and then put them back in, making sure I put it back on the right place as I've placed it earlier. I was a bit skeptical if I put it in the right way, but then you had to do the framing so the machine can check the positioning of the paper. And then I proceeded with the kiss cut. So I waited for the kiss cut process to be done, and then I did the die cut process separately. But maybe you can do it simultaneously. At the moment, I don't know, but I didn't want to risk it because I only have one sticker paper to experiment with. The ones I've ordered haven't arrived yet. So this is the result. Everything cuts smoothly except for the tiny portion that you can see on screen. But I've had worse experiences with other machines. This result for my first time cutting with the default settings was actually impressive. I have been a Cricut and Silhouette user in the past, and I'm aware that, especially when cutting kiss cut stickers, there's a lot of trial and error involved. So getting the cuts right at the first time is actually impressive. Look at how the sticker satisfyingly peels off. With this butterfly sticker, you can't tell because of the outline, but I skewed it a bit, as you can see. The cut isn't perfect, but the error is more apparent on this flower's outline, as you can tell. But as I've said, I have experienced worse, especially for the first try. I'm super excited to play around with this machine further. So far, I'm absolutely impressed performance-wise. The software interface was intuitive. It was easy to go from one step to another. Plus, there are a lot of tutorials, information, both on YouTube or on the Xtool website that you can check in case you can't figure something out. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to click subscribe and come back because I am definitely going to try a bunch of other materials, crafts, and supplies using this machine. And of course, I will be doing a tutorial on them and sharing them here on my channel. If you're thinking of getting this machine or any other machine from Xtool, the affiliate link is on my description. Doing so is one way of supporting my channel, and I'm absolutely thankful for that. Anyway, I'll end this video here and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!